Hey you guys, welcome to my so-called live stream. My name is Natalie. This is my channel, my so-called Gen X Life, where I love to talk about all things 70s, 80s, and 90s. Tonight we are continuing our summer series of the Electric Youth era, which is the fall of 87 to the spring of 92. All of the great changes and weird things that happened during that little era that I love so very much. The music, the movies. But tonight we are going to be focusing again on TV shows and crushes like we did last Friday, because there was so much to talk about and we didn't get through even a small part of it. So we're going to continue on that theme tonight. For those of you that joined me in the last hour over in the members only section, thank you so very much. I actually had it open to everyone, but starting next Friday, there will be an extra hour that will be just for members, and then we'll open it up to everybody else at 7 o'clock Central. I think there's a way to just do one stream and then change it from members to everyone, but I haven't done that yet, and I get nervous about trying new things. So as of right now, we're going to keep them two separate streams and see how that works out. Hello, everyone. Hello, Freddie. I'm so glad you're excited to be here. Hello, Chris. Hello, Matt. Hello, Michael. Hello, Erwin. How's it going? Hello, B-Heart. What up? Yeah, that last hour I did, since it was the first one. But it confused a lot of people, apparently. I need to rebrand the thumbnail where it's just like where it says bonus hour, member bonus or something like that instead of members only. I think I made some people mad. What up, Herbal Urshad? Joseph's here. Shrine Drummer is here. Jason Meyer is in the chat. Can you believe Punky, Soleil Moon Fry, DJ Tanner, Candace Cameron, Kimmy Gibbler, Andrea Barber, and Sabrina Darling, Melissa Joan Hart are all 50. You can add Danica McKellar and Winnie Cooper to that list as well. Yep, all 50 years old. Grendelson's letting everybody know we just gave away 5 copies of the Nelson autobiography, which we're doing in book club starting September 1st. You guys got to join us. I got here so quickly and didn't set up my area, so I have no Nelson book and I have no silver play button. I feel like I'm going to have to change that at some point. So tonight, over the next couple of hours, we are going to talk TV and crushes from late 80s, early 90s. And then at 9 o'clock my time, Central Time, we're going to move over to the Discord for the after party where we listen to music, watch TV clips and movies without the copyright police. So far, we got 3 super chats for music. We got Forever Your Girl from Paul Abdul, I Wish from Nelson, and Land of Confusion from Genesis. It looks like we got another one from Jabbar. Hello, $2. George Howard and John Pagano, Shower You With Love. Jabbar, you are so good at selecting stuff that I have no concept of whatsoever. I don't know who these people are or what this song is. Which makes me nervous because, you know, I have a rule where I just don't do stuff that I don't know. Shower You With Love. But I will give it a try when we're over on the Discord later. Shower. Does anybody else familiar with this? Shower You With Love. Writing it down. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. Oh, gotcha. Might have to veto that one. It's pretty damn slow and not that pertaining to the theme. Gotcha. Well, we'll give it a few seconds at least. Kevin, what's going on? Hi, Natalie. Always had a crush on Brenda from 90210. I always had a soft spot for brunettes. You should talk to Heath. Speaking of 90210, let's watch the 90210 opening. That was one of my favorites, especially in the earlier years, the earlier seasons. Beverly Hills 90210 opening. Let's do like season 2. All right. Yeah, that's the one I want. Gives us a little Brenda in our lives, a little Shannon Doherty. God, like it doesn't even seem possible. And it just breaks my heart. Breaks my freaking heart. It's seriously bringing a tear to my eye, and I hate that. It's like nostalgia and love and sadness all rolled up into one. You know, it's that whole the world we grew up in no longer exists thing. It just, and this was the era, you know, and that's one thing we can talk about with this electric youth era from the late 80s to the early 90s, was when we really started seeing a lot of teen and young person focused TV shows. We had a lot of family shows in the 80s. Kids stuff would be cartoons, you know. But then, then you had Nickelodeon pop up with like, you can't do that on television and that kind of a thing. And don't just sit there and hey, dude. But then you also had on, Fox did 90210 and then Melrose for the older Gen Xers. You had Saved by the Bell on NBC Saturday mornings after they tried to do Good Morning Miss Bliss, but they turned it into a Saturday morning show instead of a primetime show. So you started to see all these teen type shows pop up during this era. And then you had by 94, 95, you had a whole network, the WB, for teen and young person programming. That was WB was basically the Gen X network during its 10-year run. But yeah, like this was the time when we started getting our own TV. And I actually did a video about some of these shows. Let me bring up that video. That would be a really good thing to watch because I made it a long, long time ago. And we don't have to actually like watch the video, but we can watch a little, bring up the shows that I talk about in the video. So let me find it. Let's see here. We'll get there. All right. Shorts was a Nickelodeon sitcom. Now, I made this video back when I had a really bad lisp. Because I had just had surgery on my mouth. Oh, this is one that we need to be talking about. Hold on. Bring it up. I can't believe we haven't talked about this one yet. Parker Lewis Can't Lose was a wildly inventive and quirky sitcom that ran on Fox from 1990 to 1993. 90 to 93, so it was 3 seasons. We had Corin Nemec on the live stream a couple of years ago, and he talked about this. But yeah, it was like a Ferris Bueller show that was better than Ferris Bueller, because we watched the Ferris Bueller pilot last week with the opening scene, which got copyright claimed, and I had to cut out of the replay. But yeah, Parker Lewis. And to me, when I told Corin, I said, what really sticks out to me about this show is just, it's such a time capsule of high school, teenage life in the early 90s, as far as like the fashion and the tech. It's right before the internet. It's right before cell phones. It's right before all that. But we're in the 90s. We're starting to get into the digital era. We're making that transition from analog to digital. And so it's like this little slice of high school that only if you had to go into high school in the early 90s to understand it. They were starting to put in computer labs, and granted, we had computers like Commodores and stuff in the 80s. We played Oregon Trail and whatnot, but it became more of our lives in the early 90s. But yeah, Parker Lewis is definitely the superior show, especially compared to Ferris Bueller. Sequences tied to Parker's schemes, like rigging the PA system or dodging detention. Parker Lewis was our analog rebellion manual. We were teens, or wannabe teens at the time. I don't listen to myself talk because the lisp is killing me. So Parker Lewis. That bridge moment, Gen X's cynicism and Parker's smirk. This was before I started putting like actual clips of stuff into my videos. I didn't know I could at this time. So I just talked over all the clips. First, Parker Lewis bounced around Fox's schedule, eventually losing steam. But yeah, they shouldn't have canceled this. They should have let it go a little bit longer. With its catchphrase, not a problem, and that iconic synchronized watch check. Synchronized swatches. Oh my goodness. The Torkelsons! Do you guys remember the Torkelsons? Oh, I freaking love this show. Dorothy Jane. God looks out for the working man. Sure hope he's looking out for me. Now I want to hear the whole Torkelsons theme song. So we're going to listen to it. The Torkelsons. So the Torkelsons was only on for 2 seasons on NBC. And in the first episode, the So the first season, it's called The Torkelsons, and they live in Oklahoma. And then the second season, they totally revamped the show and called it Almost Home. So let's see.
People say God looks out for the
and this same theme song was sang by the Judds.
Sure hope he's looking out for me.
Yeah, they lost 2 kids and added Brittany Murphy.
Need a helping hand.
This was 1991.
Kitchen tables
oh, no chat box. Sorry.
But then the sun
Comes up.
and the moon is shining big and bright, and the new day promises.
Yep, Jason Marsden too.
Will be alright, and the new day promises that everything will be alright.
I did too, Freddie. I completely agree with you. Dorothy Jane, played by Olivia Barrett, and then the mom, which I can't think of her name right now, Connie something. Hold on, I'm gonna try to. Who played the mom on the Torkelsons? Connie Ray played Millicent Torkelson, and they're both so talented, and it was a great show. But then they decided to revamp it and change it. So they got rid of 2 kids and they moved them to Seattle. So this is the opening for what they changed it to, Almost Home, in season 2.
You've settled down and you feel like you're almost home. Just when the wheels stop spinning round, love sneaks in with the plan of its own. Love comes in unexpected places. Life turns in unexpected ways. I swear we laugh at these days. Love comes in unexpected places.
Yep. Little Minkus.
Just when you think you're alone, maybe we're almost home. Maybe we're almost home. Maybe we're almost home.
Yeah, Grendelson, you need to get on that. It's a great little show. I think they replayed it on the Disney Channel for years, which is why a lot of younger millennials are aware of it. Because after its short run on NBC, yeah, Disney got a hold of it for a long time. So yeah, the Torkelsons and Almost Home. Yeah, Brittany Murphy's young. She's probably like 14 in this. Okay, what else do we got here? So we did the Torkelsons and Almost Home. What else do I got on my list? Oh, I got it. I'm just going to consult my list, and then we're just going to watch the theme songs separately. So we're not going to actually watch the video. You guys remember this one? No. I want to see the actual intro. Oh, we don't get the actual intro. It's not.
He's one tough Marine. She's a liberal-minded reporter and mother of 3. They're not sure whether to make love or war.
Sweet.
Wasn't too bad.
So
I'll take you up on that.
The score.
Hey, what you got there?
It's called tank, man.
That's an M60 tank. We got those at work. Be a little bit of an unfair advantage.
Oh yeah, he's still working. He did NCIS LA.
Coming Mondays this fall.
And he was on This Is Us on NBC, which was, he had a fantastic role on that. Residuals these days aren't large for anyone, but back then, probably got some nice checks. I love Simon and Simon too, San Diego Chrissy. And considering Simon and Simon ended in 1989, I feel like we need to watch that opening theme. The second one, not the first one. The first one was okay, but the second one was an absolute banger. So let's watch some Simon and Simon, shall we? Probably all of 90s. All right, I'm going to pause it so we don't get in trouble. But this is my favorite part when they break it down. God, this theme slaps. That just reminds me of going to the video store on a Friday night, getting a pizza, coming home, watching like Magnum and Simon, and then watching a movie. That's what that reminds me of. just amazing. Such good stuff. And Magnum PI was my mom's show. She loved Magnum PI. Which I think I've showed you before. They saw him, when my mom and dad went to Hawaii. Because they filmed Magnum PI in Hawaii, right? So my parents were down there, and they happened to be filming that day, and they got a picture of Tom Selleck. I think I've shown this before to you all. But there he is. The man. The myth. The legend. So there you go. A little Selleck stash action for you on a Friday night. I wasn't watching. I never watched Dallas growing up. It started when I was a baby, and by the time I was aware of life, it was already in like season 5, season 6. So I've never watched Dallas at all. My parents watched some of it, but I watched. What was on a Friday? Wasn't it? I think Simon and Simon and Magnum were on Mondays. I can't remember. We watched Dukes of Hazzard. Was that Friday night? I can't remember. Yeah, TGIF definitely when I got older. Did I think Zach Morris was trash? Only from the videos. They make a pretty good argument. That's a great video series. Did they get Don Ho's autograph? No, my parents didn't get Don Ho's autograph. But they did come home with the Tiny Bubbles cassette or whatever they got from the hotel. Tiny Bubbles. Yes, that's Friday night. Dukes of Hazzard and Incredible Hulk. That's when I was really little. That was early 80s. So that's when I was in my, 5, 6, 7-year-old era. Later into the 80s, I remember watching Magnum and Simon, because that's what my mom watched. But I don't remember the nights of the week, which was which. Benson, Dallas, Falcon Crest is a Friday lineup you remember. That's a good one. Definitely early to mid 80s. But yeah. But we watched the Simon and Simon theme because it ended in 89. A lot of shows ended in 89. We did Family Ties a week or two ago. That ended in 89. I think, Growing Pains and Cosby lasted until the early 90s. But there was still a big shift happening at this time. Let's see here. What else do I got here? We did Major Dad. All right. Let's do some Nickelodeon really fast. I talked about this before. This started in 1990. This was the first show for Ryan Reynolds. This is called 15. At least it was called 15 in the United States. was like a teenage soap opera. It was amazing. So that was the era where they had, it was 15 and Hey Dude was on after school, and then Don't Just Sit There was on as well. So that was those were my after school shows. Clarissa came on when I got to high school, I think, and I definitely watched Clarissa. But yeah, this was at the same time as Degrassi. I don't know, since Degrassi wasn't a huge thing in the United States. I mean, we did get it, but it wasn't like a cultural phenomenon that it was in Canada. But 15 aired at the same time as Degrassi Junior High, I believe. If that's correct. I could be just talking out of my ass. Who knows? Who knows? All right. Up next, a show that only ran for a couple of seasons during the Electric Youth era. And you guys have been talking about it a lot. Mikey Dad.
This is me, Nicole Bradford. Cute, huh? This is my dad, and this is my dad. How'd I get two dads? They inherited me.
Congratulations. It's a girl.
Here's the judge who brought us together. She lives in our building.
My building. I own it.
She's gonna make sure we're one big happy family with one dad who's down to earth and one dad with his head in the clouds.
I think we're Father of the Year.
You can count on me. No matter what you do, you can count on me. No matter where you go, I'm standing by your side. I'll be right behind. No one loves you more than I do. Put your hand in mine. You can count on me. No matter what you do, you can count on me. No matter where you go, you can count on me.
I bet Stacey Keenan was that her name? Stacey Keenan? I think. I'm sure she was a big crush for you guys. Yeah, she was also Dana on Step by Step. Who was her dad ultimately? They never told us. They got the test, but she didn't open the letter to see who it was. I am of the opinion that it was Greg Evigan was her dad, not Paul Reiser. But I could be wrong. But she just came across as an Evigan kid. So who do you guys think was her dad? Yep, Greg Evigan sang the theme song. I'll get it out. When did Step by Step start? '91. Well, hell. Perfect. Let's bring it up. Because of the copyright issues. Don't want to get kicked off. But this was like our 90s modern day Brady Bunch. The blended family. The mom and the dad that come together with each have their own set of kids. Except the guy didn't have all sons and the girl didn't have all daughters. They had to mix them up a little bit. I will get to your super chat in just a second, Heath. That's a good one. Got a couple of super chats over here. And from Kevin. I will get there. Do I agree Zach Morris is trash? Thank you for the £2, by the way. I did answer you. I loved Zach Morris growing up, but obviously the video series has made it very clear that he was absolute trash. And I think Mark Paul Gosselaar will tell you the same. That brings back memories, does it not? My goodness. I was a fan. What was I going to show you guys? Oh, yes. Speaking of TV and crushes, do you guys remember what TV show that Pamela Anderson was on before she did Baywatch? I'm sure you do. But let's take a look, shall we?
I'll go down there and talk to her, work it out, okay? Now, don't start the show without me. If you have to, just stall, okay? I'll see you later,
You
Lisa.
guys knew it. I knew you would.
What is becoming of Al Borland? I mean, is my sensitivity being obliterated by my overwhelming masculinity?
I don't think so, Al.
Wheels on the bus go round and round.
This is when she quits the show. Oh, this is when Heidi quits the show. Where'd Pam go? I wanted Pam. Damn it.
Thank you for returning to the show. Why don't you sit right here? Oh, God, my body's quivering right now just thinking about this. People like this built together to build a band that plays with only tools. I guess, Al, we could call this heavy metal.
That's true.
I don't think so, Tim. But I do.
That's true. Every one of the boys on Home Improvement had their fandom. You are so right.
Find them riveting.
Hey, Timmy, you're going to love this. We wrote this one
There
just
she
for you.
is.
We call it The Ratchet Rhapsody.
I think she was only the Tool Girl for like one. I think it was only one season before she left.
Well, making their television debut right here on Tool Time, K&B and the boys and Janine, rock, let's roll.
Pete!
That would be me.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Now, this is what they call a garage band. That was terrible. I do apologize. What are they even doing? What's up, Shrine Drummer? Oh, it's Mickey Jones on drums. It does. This song is probably copyrighted, so I better be careful. You know it is. There's Pamela. There she is. Looking all beautiful as always. I don't think so, Tim. She had 2 seasons? Okay. That was awesome. I actually really enjoyed that. Let's get to the super chats, kids. All right. Kevin, aka Mr. K, £2. Please play the theme Out of This World. I will be more than happy to do that. Would you like to wish on a star? Carry moonbeams home in a jar? I know I would. All right, here comes season 1. Aired from September 87 to May of 88. Carry moonbeams home in a jar. Gonna have to turn up your devices a little bit. Audio's not that great. Different tapes. All right, who played the dad? Who voiced the dad? I know you all know. Yeah. Like to swing on a star, carry moonbeams home in a jar. Burt Reynolds! You got it right. You could be swinging on a star. Yeah, uncredited Burt Reynolds. It's true. Dennis Haysbert. President Palmer was on Out of This World. That's crazy. Thank you so much for the $2 or the £2. I really appreciate it. It might have been, I think it was in syndication. It might have been produced by NBC Universal. But I believe it was a syndicated show. Like Small Wonder and all that. All right, what else do we got? Heath, $4.99, A Different World Season 2. Oh, the Aretha version. I like Season 1. So what we're going to do is we're going to play them both. I'm going to start with Season 1 and then do Season 2. Let's see. So we'll start out with Season 1 and then we'll do your Aretha Season 2. That way we can both be happy. Wayne and Whitley are one of my favorite TV couples of all time. I loved their whole story arc. It was so great. Now we're going to watch Season Dos. I think that Lisa Bonet was only on for the first season because the spinoff was made for her, if I remember correctly, from Cosby Show. And then she did one season. Was this when the whole drama was going down with Lenny Kravitz and she got pregnant with Zoe and all that? I think. Maybe. Let me know in the chat. So she left after the first season. They had to retool the show and make it more of an ensemble than focused on Denise Huxtable. Let me know what you know in the chat because this is a rabbit hole we could really go down. Like the most talented voice artist ever. Yeah, and like the same thing happened with Dana Plato on Different Strokes. They let her go too because she had gotten married and gotten pregnant when she was like 18 or 19 years old, and so they let her go. And I tell that whole story on one of my videos. It's really, really sad. Kind of caused her downfall. But yeah, they just, I guess, didn't want teenage girls being pregnant or young women being pregnant on TV, which whatever. Okay. All right. What else do we got here? Kevin, aka Mr. K, throwing me another £2. Thank you. Play Baywatch Season 1 with the Save Me theme. All right. Baywatch Season 1 theme song. Make sure I got the right one here. Like Peter Cetera in a way, but I know it's not. I think this was only on NBC for one season, and then it went to syndication and got the Hasselhoff theme song. But I'm just making things up. Possibly that's in my head. I could be totally wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong. Paul before he was on Step by Step, little JT. Dead Punk, I was thinking Cree Summer is a very talented actress, even better voiceover actress. You don't realize the effect she had on Generation of Kids. I was thinking about doing a series of videos next year on the channel that were like Gen X biographies and doing them on different Gen Xers that had, real impact in ways that you might not have known. And I think Cree Summer would be a perfect subject for a video like that. Oh, it was Peter Cetera. Amazing. Sometimes I impress myself. But yeah, I think that would be a really, really great, a really great topic for a video. She would be really interesting. Kevin says another $5 or £5. Thank you. Though I preferred Save Me theme over Always Here. I got to admit, for the 90s, Save Me sounded so 80s. It looked dated. Well, it was the only season that ran in the 80s. It started in 89. So I guess it makes sense why that would be that way. You support my idea. James Avery's a big one too for Gen X. Yeah. I think it'd be really interesting to do like little, like 10, 15 minute biographies on Gen Xers or people that had a big impact on Gen X lives. I like that idea. Create it for them. Let's see. Got another super chat from Jabbar. Anna and Jordan Knight, Angel of Love. Well, I know who Jordan Knight is. Jordan Knight, Angel of Love. I've never heard of this song. Came out in 1990. I will add it to the playlist for Discord for the after hours. Jordan Knight and Anna. Anything with New Kids on the Block or even New Kids adjacent, I'm in. So I'll give it a try. Thank you so much, Jabbar. We might have to switch to Discord a little sooner. Well, I have it scheduled for an hour and 12 minutes from now. Oh, no. So ridiculous that I have to go through this. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. Apparently you can't play 20 seconds of the Baywatch theme without getting in trouble. I really don't feel like I was playing something too much. I feel like I paused very quickly. This AI YouTube stuff is just, this copyright stuff is just dumb. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with me and singing with me. We'll be very careful. Blame it on the Hoff. Oh, yeah. Every song that's requested will be saved for Discord. But usually TV theme songs are not a problem as long as you just pause and, talk about them or whatever. So I don't feel like I played anything that was off limits, but apparently I was wrong. So, Jabbar, I got your super chat for the Discord. Anna and Jordan Knight, Angel of Love. Thank you so very, very much. Womp womp. Let's see, what else do I got? I think I got everything so far on the super chats. Okay. What other shows did I want to bring up? Let's do this. This was on Nickelodeon in the summer of 1990. And maybe 90 and 91, maybe a couple seasons. This was my brother's favorite show, and my brother wasn't into TV, so that tells you a lot. Okay, hold on. Share screen.
To let every one of your kids fill out their own report card. And just so nobody goes hungry.
This is a commercial.
Everybody
a Nickelodeon commercial.
With all the fixings. It will be beautiful, just like last time when we invaded Selwyn Elementary School in Charlotte, North Carolina.
There was slime everywhere.
It can't be. Yes, it can. All it takes is one postcard from one student with a name, address, age, grade, and name of school to Nick Takes Over Your School.
Oh my God, remember Nick Takes Over Your School? I totally forgot about this.
Participating Pizza Hut restaurants. Win, and you could make your teacher's worst nightmare come true. Imagine having your school invaded by a busload of Nick stars, rocking to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Band, winning a Levi's wardrobe.
Look at those clothes!
$1,000. It's Nick Takes Over Your School. Brought to you by Super Golden Grits, Levi's, Pizza Hut, and the place where only kids win, Nickelodeon.
Thanks for bringing me a little more.
We'll watch some commercials before the show starts.
Part of this complete breakfast, Kingy. Yahoo! What's going on? Oh no! My subjects are fighting over which is better, the chocolate or the crunch of Cocoa Puffs.
We just gotta decide which is better, the chocolate or the crunch.
Yay!
I can't decide. I love them both.
How do we decide now? Which is better, the chocolate or crunch? Oh, Cocoa Puffs, can you decide?
You're
Which is better, the chocolate or the crunch of Cocoa Puffs? The crunch.
Okay, everybody, say cheeseburger. Cheeseburger.
That is correct. Commercials are fine.
Speaking of cheeseburgers, let's go to Burger King.
You've watched them on TV. You've seen them in the paper. And at the clubhouse. Now you can take them home. Jaws snaps all 6 of the kids' club gang. 1 character in car with every kid's meal for anyone at Burger King.
The Burger King Kids Club, just for fun, just for you.
Are we going to get to the show? Let's find out. Here's the show. It's called Skate TV, and it was hosted by Matthew Lillard, and I think I don't think Tony Hawk was a host. I think he was just on it a lot. Well, that's the point. That's what I'm here for. I'm glad you like it. So this was one of the first shows on TV that did that, like, you know, shaky cam, like you were recording your friends with a home video camera kind of a vibe. It was very kind of like rogue filming kind of a thing. This wasn't done very often. This kind of style, I don't think, was really done before this show.
Ray Barbie, the infamous Gator Mark Anthony, mini ramp shredder Paul DeJesus will visit Lori Rigsby on her home ramp and talk about board sizes with Lance Mountain. We'll meet skate photog Jay Grant Britton, and don't miss our Skate TV exclusive poolside interview with the skate great Tony Alva. Hi, I'm Skate Master Tate, and today you'll be seeing a bountiful bivvy of battle, bebop, skiddly bop, skate moves that you will not believe. I'm telling you, you're going to see the wicked twister, some lip grinds, and some of course, the ever popular fresh fish. So check it out. I'm going to give you to Matt now, my man, who's right over here.
All right, Taters, Ray Barbie, this week's Style King of the Week.
I wanted to see Matt Lillard.
Ray was a top amateur skater and had little trouble breaking
he's
into
talking.
the professional scene. Ray's best known for his smooth freestyle and his often radical flatland tricks. Let's meet Ray Barbie. Ray, how's it going, man?
There he is.
That's great. How long have you been skating for?
Was it 6 years?
Like 6 years. And what got you started?
What it was, my friend, we'd always cruise around and ride bikes and stuff, and then
You see this
he had,
building
like,
style
old
that they're
Sims wood
doing?
kick in his garage.
This was
and
very,
it was his
like,
mom
different and
surprised him
original
his
for this
birthday
show.
And got him like a skateboard, you know. So I was riding my bike and he was skating, and then I don't know, I wanted to skate too, so I grabbed the Sims wood kick and just started, pushing around with them and stuff.
Worth the cheap plug here.
Yeah.
Really good channel.
Yeah,
They've been doing depth analysis of every show on Nick since launch. Pop Arena. I'll check it out.
Or something, just always been doing it.
So were you guys into skateboarding at all? That was my brother's thing back in the 80s. He loved skateboarding. I'm sure there's got to be some of you, at least Southern California kids in the chat, that was into some kind of skateboarding.
Me and my friend, we'd want to go to contests, but like the sponsors we were riding for at the time, like they couldn't help out really. So it's like
no
our parents would help
skateboarding,
us
San
out,
Diego
like, give us some
Chrissy?
money to
Did
go
you like
and
the
stuff,
skater
'cause they
boys?
seen that we were into it and stuff.
I remember how you used to like beg for money to get a board. And
Yeah,
always get a
exactly.
new board,
Yeah,
always get a new board, and always get a new board.
And then they always be used and stuff too.
And now you're sponsored, yeah?
Yeah.
Who sponsor you?
Right for Powell Peralta and I guess independent trucks.
Fair enough,
Session.
Cookie Wildflower. Fair enough.
Leading competitions.
Fun when there's like fun props and stuff.
I gotta be honest,
Yeah, fun
I was
things to
never
skate
a
and
very
fun.
good skater. I was never able to really roller skate. I would go to the skating rink and, meet up with friends or whatever. But like the actual skating part, I wasn't doing all that as a rule. I've never been a skater. Not on roller skates, not on ice skates. You'd think I'd be able to do it, but it's not one of my skills.
Jam on anything. Yeah. What it is Lance Mountain, he plays drums, and he's got an old friend Louie from like high school, and those guys were in the punk like way back then. That's right when it's coming out. So that's always what they've been into it. So I just jam with them, and they.
I was thinking about doing something like a Gen X school or an 80s or 90s TV school, and putting together little classes, kind of like the class that Abed takes on Community about who's the boss. You guys watch Community, but I'd love to put together classes and like just kind of just like a history class, like a pop culture history class, and make a whole thing out of it. I think it'd be fun just for historical purposes and to log all of this stuff and to, I'm sure there's probably places out there that are doing this kind of stuff, but I'd like to do something along those lines.
Old, yeah, like old punk stuff.
Yeah, that way we could, like a class you could show your kids or your grandkids, be like, this is the 80s, this is the 90s. So yeah, this was Skate TV. Up next, because you can't talk TV in 1990 without jamming out. To you that don't know, well, you can still go to this. All of the sets were built for this show. They're still down there on that ranch. I mean, they're all falling apart. But there is a podcast called Hey Dude, the 90s called, and it's hosted by David Lasher and Melody. What's her last name? Ben Stiller's wife. Hold on. What's her name? Oh my God. Christine Taylor. She was Melody on Hey Dude. So it's David Lasher and Christine Taylor. Again, gotta smoke some more pot. So anyway, they have their own podcast called Hey Dude, the 90s called. And they have, they had Joe Torres on because, Danny was gone for so long. So they had Danny Lightfoot and Buddy on with this Joe Torres and Josh Teigel. So they have their cast members are on the show and they give you behind the scenes info. And they talk to other 80s and 90s stars. So if you guys aren't familiar with the Hey Dude, the 90s called, oh, look, they did one with Christine Lacken from Step by Step. Elizabeth Berkley, little Jesse Spano. So that is a great podcast to check out if you like that kind of stuff. I know, I'm really sad that they didn't try to preserve those sets for posterity. We can look at some of the Hey Dude sets. Here is a, let's see. Let's do one from a year ago. Mobile Instinct did one from 9 years ago. Well, let's look at that one. Or Ryan Wayne did one a year ago. Which one do I want to watch? Let's do this one. So you can go out and look at the sets.
It's a little wild and a little strange.
Oh, they're going to give us the...
Come along.
Hold on. So that's what it looks like. So this is what it looks like now. Here's the intro. So that's what it looks like then. Granted, it has a little Hey Dude logo over it. Sorry about that. And then that's what it looks like now. So let's look a little bit and see what it looks like now. Oh yeah, it's been completely abandoned. But people like us will go and visit it still to this day. See? Sing it again now. So all the buildings are falling apart and stuff, but like that set was built specifically for this show. And it's all still there. I know it's so sad that it's all gone. Mr. Ernst's office. There's Mr. Ernst's office. I know, it's sad to see it all fall apart. But to be honest, it's kind of a miracle that anything is even still there. Looks like he's a biker or some kind. Let's go back to here.
Looking for one of my. This is the main lodge.
This is the main lodge of the Hey Dude
Totally
set.
gone now. But that.
Okay, Jabbar, I appreciate it, but I don't know who Anna is.
Fireplace in the lodge.
Thank you for the $2, but you've got to stop requesting songs that I don't know from people I don't know. I don't want to listen to stuff that I don't know.
Was right there.
I'll put it on the
Of
list.
course.
Thank you so much for the super chat.
Was the front desk, this orange thing.
Yep, after more than 30 years, you get to see all this.
No.
Yeah, this really makes me mad too that MGM destroyed their backlot and the Warner Brothers Ranch with all those famous like neighborhoods and houses.
For the mail, this was the front desk. That was the safe.
And it's good. Okay, well, I'll check it out. I just get nervous because I don't. The whole point of this is nostalgia, and if I don't know what it is, I can't have nostalgia for it. Plus, I've gotten burned a couple of times playing things on here that I didn't know what it was. So I'll give it a try. I'm just nervous about it. She's clean. Well, that's good. But again, we can't watch it until Discord anyways. I'm not putting any music on the YouTube stream.
And of course, the stairs that go up to
The
nothing.
backlot is still intact
Open it
at
up there.
WB, the Warner Brothers Ranch. You know what I'm talking about? Where they, I mean, you know what I'm talking
anywhere. So
about.
this
Where
is
they
what it
had
looks
the Friends Fountain and the Bewitched House and the Christmas Vacation House and all of that. That was all completely torn down about a year or two ago. We shall see. We'll find out. So yeah, you can go visit the Hey Dude abandoned set if you're in Arizona or nearby Arizona. This would be one that I would want to go visit.
But that's the view you would have had.
Yeah, the ranch is still kind of there.
Show.
I've seen videos where they knocked it all down and put up either office space or something like that. So yeah, Hey Dude.
Outside.
Hey Dude.
As you can see, it's really.
All right, what else do we got here?
Seen better days. This is the main.
Do you guys remember a show called, well, hold on, let me make sure it's the right year. Nope. Wrong year. Never mind, I'm not bringing it up because it's from 1996. Let's do this one from 91. If we're going to be doing Nickelodeon, we got to be able to do this one. I tell you, though, what it means for Clarissa to be 50, it means that I'm not far behind her. That's what that means. It means that I don't have much longer before I get there. And that's weird. I got like 15, 16 months. But we're not counting that down yet. Not yet. Now, this is for the youngest Zennials, the youngest Gen Xers and Zennials. Because this was, my brother liked this show, but he was born in 79, so he was about 11 and 12 years old when this show came out. This was not a show that I watched, but I know some of you did. There you go. Little salute your shore section. Camp Onawana. There we hold you in our hearts. What else do I got to show you? I gotta make sure it's from the right year. That's the bad thing. I don't know what year some of this stuff is come out. Ooh. I've got one for you. Now, this is a, you want to talk about a fantastic theme song? Here we go. I know you guys know this one. I mean, we've talked about Saving the Bell. We gotta do California Dream.
Dudes with attitude, kind of groovy. Laid back moon, sky above, sand below. Good vibration.
Seriously? Ugh. All right, I think I'm back again. So I guess we have to stop with the TV theme songs. All right, no more TV theme songs. We'll have to. I had a good one for you. I had a really good one for you, but I'll wait and play it on the Discord. All right, so instead of theme songs, we're gonna go with promos because those don't get you in trouble. Those are commercials. Yeah, any song, sadly. I know. It's no fair. Let's watch some promos. See what was happening on TV in the early 90s.
The Blue Turbo Greens only last about 6 weeks. 2,000 flushes blue lasts up to 4 months. Drop in 2,000 flushes blue and it cleans and keeps the water blue up to 4 months. 2,000 flushes.
And I've lost half my viewers because of it, so that's no fun. But this is how we learn. No more TV theme songs. No more songs, really, on the YouTube part. That's what we have the after hours over on the Discord for, because we don't get in trouble at all. So no more songs. That's on me. I thought I could get away with theme songs. And as my mama always says, that's what you get for thinking.
Blue or original clear?
If you use X-Lax, you should know about something new from Phenamint, a chocolated laxative made with real natural mint. New Phenamint chocolated mint laxative, gentle overnight relief, chocolate mint taste. Phenamint.
The headache feels like a rubber band going around my head. I have pain. I hurt.
Today, Darnell Moore is trying extra-strength Tylenol gel caps. For pain like his, why take aspirin or ibuprofen when nothing works better than Tylenol gel caps?
We'll get there.
No throb, no headache, and definitely no rubber band. I'm going to go with the gel caps. Gel caps work.
Tylenol gel caps, only from Tylenol. For everyday pain, nothing works better. And for your cold this winter, now try Tylenol cold medication.
Culinary experts have assembled from far and near to sample a selection of the finest gourmet foods and to decide which one truly sets the standard for best taste. The critics' overwhelming choice. New Fancy Feast, the best tasting gourmet canned cat food. So moist and delicious, cats preferred it over every other brand.
Fancy Feast, that's what my
New
daily.
Fancy Feast gourmet cat food. The feast cats fancy above all the rest.
You're turning James against me.
Beat him in his own game.
When was the last time you felt betrayed? I hope you enjoy sleeping alone, honey. You're going to be doing a lot of that. When was the last time you visited Dallas?
Monday, the geriatric pack needs to settle an old score.
All those in favor of Dick being gang leader, say aye.
Will Dick get up in arms?
We rumble.
It's New Heart. Then, when the clinic bags some special art, is it a modern masterpiece or a canvas catastrophe?
What? Freeman Burr exploded.
Doctor, Monday.
There we go.
Alcohol can turn an excellent driver into a dangerous driver with limited judgment, poor coordination, and slow reaction time. So play it safe. Choose a designated driver.
A public service message from CBS. All right, NBC 1988. Come home to the best.
Home is where the heart is. It's where you hang your hat. Home is where the start is. It's even more than that. It's where you always get to by following your star.
Oh, Michael Landon.
You see that shining light welcoming you day and night. You can feel your heart excite. You know just where you are. NBC is the only place to be. You don't have to guess. Only on NBC. NBC.
Yep, amen.
Excitement's going free. Come home to the best. Only on NBC.
You were not.
Good times are contagious. Laughter fills the air. The rare and the outrageous. And you just got to be there. No one does it better. No one gives you more.
Joe Garagiola.
Olympian Super Bowl, the series and the Super Bowl. Heroes giving heart and soul. Change the final score.
If you want to join the members only section of this channel, we have a Discord where we're going to be starting Watch Golden Girls on Thursday night at 6 o'clock Central. The pilot and if you haven't seen the pilot of Golden Girls, there was an extra character on there that they cut after the first episode because they realized that they wanted Sophia to be on all the time because she was so great. So so join the I Got Pive on It level, become a member of the channel, and you can go over to Discord with us and watch Golden Girls starting this Thursday at 6 o'clock Central.
It's the only place to be. You're miles above the rest. Only on NBC. NBC.
This was from 1988.
Come join the family. Come home to the best. Only on NBC. Only on NBC. Bill Cosby always brings you cheers. Only on NBC. That's an LA law. Where out this out the golden girls that love their golden years. It's nightly news that takes the prize.
It's coming.
Bedtime with your favorite guys.
We got a new member. Thank you, Cruise AM.
It's the only place to be. You don't have to guess. Only on NBC. Excitement's going free. You're miles above the rest. Only on NBC. Only on NBC. It's the only place to be.
It's wild how they just destroyed their own industry. I mean, look at this. And I understand that technology has changed and people's habits have changed and streaming and internet, all that stuff. But how do you take a juggernaut like this, the networks, and just completely destroy it, like, willingly? It's wild. Woo! How amazing was that? Here is CBS The Look, 1991.
We like stars at night and sunny days. Stock car races and the
Evening Shade.
We like playing ball and shooting pool. And at the school, we like old jeans and fax machines. Good friends and
Where did I find this promo? From Apo. I don't know how to pronounce that.
the American dream. The time is now. Time is now. The word is yes.
We're going to be watching Evening Shade. We are going to be watching Evening Shade on the Discord starting in January. Because it is one of my favorite shows of all time. Freaking love some Evening Shade. So my plan is on the Discord starting in January at the new year. I'm going to, I've got to do less on-screen stuff because I've just got some stuff going on where it's getting more and more difficult for me to come on camera and do live streams. But I can still stream on the Discord. I can stream shows and just be in the chat with you guys. So I'm trying to figure out ways to just be live on Fridays, like on camera, and then the rest of the week do Discord. So I'm gonna do book club through the end of the year with the Nelson book, and we got to see where things are with my dad and stuff. But for those of you that don't know, I'm a caretaker for my dad, and he's elderly and he's battling cancer and yada yada yada. So that takes a lot of my time. That's what I do when I'm not working on the channels. I take care of my dad. So things are happening and stuff, and it's just really hard for me to plan being on camera and being able to make those times more than once a week. So my plan at this point is on the Discord starting at the new year in January to have Mondays be 60s night, Tuesdays be 70s night, Wednesdays be 80s night, and Thursdays be 90s night. And each one of those nights, like on 60s night, we're going to watch a couple of TV shows and maybe a movie. And then we'll do the same thing on each night of the week. Monday 60s, Tuesday 70s, Wednesday 80s, Thursday 90s. So each night of the week you can pop in and you can watch an old TV show. We'll watch them all in order. And so I'm setting up the scheduling right now for that. So it'll be super fun. So basically it's like having your own little private TV network of old shows that you can come and watch each night of the week with friends, and we can talk about it in the chat and all that kind of stuff. Book club will not go away necessarily, but I'm going to have to figure out a way to do that where I'm not on camera or it's not live. Maybe do it recorded and then put it up that way. But it's just getting really difficult for me to be on camera and to be prepared and ready to be on camera at a certain time when I got other stuff going on. So, oh, Matt, thank you so much. $4.99. No suggestion, just hugs and support for a friend and for all she does for me. Well, thank you very much, Matt. I really super appreciate that. That is so very nice. So yeah, so that's kind of what I'm thinking. You never had a crush on Jay Ferguson? San Diego Christie, I will change your mind. I'm going to give you a crush on him now. But yeah. Oh, thank you so much, Iron Wolf. I appreciate it very, very much. But yeah, so I'm going to start 60s night. So again, I'm still planning this. This is still something that's in the works, but I've got to do some modifications with my schedule and what I'm doing because it's hard. Like I said, it's hard for me to schedule things and be on camera at certain times because I got stuff going on behind the scenes that sometimes just make it very difficult. So 60s night, I was thinking of starting with Andy Griffith's show, Bewitched in the Twilight Zone was what I was going to start with on Monday on 60s night. 70s night, Fantasy Island is going to be in there probably first. I haven't planned all this out yet. 80s night, we'll still be watching Growing Pains and Little House and Family Ties. 90s night, we'll probably do something along the lines of like Whose Line Is It Anyway and Dawson's Creek and Felicity and other things, Evening Shade. So anyways, if you're, not happy with TV or streaming and you were looking for something to watch and hang out with friends and talk and reminisce, that's kind of my plan of what I got going on starting in the new year. Yes, Evening Shade ran for 4 seasons. That is correct. But they had a different theme song every season. Yeah, book club can always live on, Grendelson. So, again, I'm not getting rid of it, but it's just really difficult for me to do it live. So we might have to switch things up to where we record it. If I can, make it happen. So, yes, 90210 for the 90s. Definitely. So yeah, Dukes for 70s night. That's a good idea. So see, we'll be able to watch 2 or 3 different shows on each night and, watch them in full. And then we'll just, keep going. We'll do a new show. Once the one's end, we'll do a new show and all that. So, kind of like programming my own little TV network. So you can help with Bewitched and Twilight Zone. Fantastic. Appreciate it. Evening Shade. Let's watch, well, I wanted to do a theme comparison, but I'm not going to do a theme comparison here. Wonder Years. I'm counting by when they aired. So Wonder Years could be an 80s show or a 90s show since it straddled the decades. Same with Little House. It's part 70s, part 80s. A lot of shows are like that. So yeah. And yes, Evening Shade had one of the greatest casts of all time. I did a video about it when I first started this channel. Highly recommend you watch it. It's one of my, it looks like a PowerPoint presentation because I, was making videos with my phone. So at that time, but it was a good, early effort on my part. Yes, Nat TV. I like it. To give it a name, we might have to go with Nat TV. I like it very much. Oh yeah. Don't risk anything that can get your channel shut down. Oh no, I'm not going to do anything like that. This is all, I'm talking all on Discord. This has nothing to do with YouTube because I can't sit and watch TV shows with people on YouTube, but you can on Discord and you can on Patreon. The other part of that was if you can't watch live with me on Discord each night of the week, I was thinking of when I can, just having a camera and recording my reactions to these shows and putting it into a Patreon where we could watch shows together with me on screen. But again, that requires me to be on screen. So lots of ideas. Okay. Whew. But no, I would never risk anything to shut down my channel here on YouTube because this is my livelihood. This is how I make my living. So I take it very, very seriously. Do I like Highway to Heaven? I love Highway to Heaven. It will be on the watch list, but we're in the middle of Little House right now. So I don't want to do Little House and Highway to Heaven at the same time. So once we're done with Little House, we'll do Highway to Heaven. Freaking love me some Highway to Heaven. All right. Let's do another Come Home to NBC. This is from 87. So this is when the Electric Youth era first began.
Well, if you knew about a place where everything is pure excitement.
I watch Little House on Wednesday nights at 7 Central.
Be there in the place where
we watch 2 episodes every week.
And you'd be headed for it right away.
Father Murphy, that's a good one too.
Because it really is a place you've known about a long, long time. Come on home, come on. Oh, come on home.
Yes, Night Court.
Come on, America. Home to NBC.
Oh yeah, Our House would be another good one. Bob Hope.
Home is where you see the faces that you loved forever. Home is where you meet the people that you want to be with.
It's just crazy because like these people were in your living rooms every week, like, right? For years. And it's like looking at photos of old friends or, you know, from school or whatever. It's just so good. Night Court was awesome. I have all 9 seasons of Night Court on my hard drive, so we can definitely put Night Court onto the 80s list for programming. So there's so much good stuff to watch. And I don't watch current TV. I don't find it interesting or good at all. So this was where I live. I live in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. So there you have it. There you are. We do need to do some cartoon stuff, don't we?
Like to invite new friends to get together, all together. It's where everything is going on, and you're a part of it. Come on, come on home to the one place you should be. Home to NBC, where the magic never seems to
Oh, Merlin Olsen. Laura Sleepman.
where the good times keep you coming back again. For all the fun you share, for memories there, all that's like to live on.
Hal Brokaw. Is that Pat and Vanna?
From sea to shining sea. Come on, let it go. Home to NBC.
Oh, Malcolm.
Come on, that place you could never be. Come on, home to NBC.
Isn't this amazing? So that was 87. We already watched 88. And let's see if they had one for 89. Because I think they stopped this. Yeah, they did one for 89. Let's watch 89. I think this might have been the final year.
Our place is your place, our house is your house. Come celebrate with us at home this fall.
Me too, Matt.
The excitement, sharing the good time.
Only something you can believe in.
Hey, hey, hey.
Only somewhere you can get it all. NBC, NBC, house above the rest. NBC, NBC.
You can already see things starting to change, like with their graphics package and how the things are shot. Things are just from what we just watched in 87 to what they're doing now in 89. It's already starting to change.
Come on to the best. NBC, NBC, join the family. Come on to the best. Only on NBC.
Join the party, the celebration. This is an offer you just can't refuse.
Yes. Good point.
The stars are glowing.
Only where the colors are brighter.
Yeah.
On the number one way you just can't lose. NBC, NBC, house above the rest. NBC, NBC, come on to the best. NBC, NBC, where you want to be. Come on to the best. Only on NBC.
Is that LaToya?
Where you can call to.
There's something good is waiting for you morning, night, and love.
Home, sweet home, where all your friends await.
Some to preach worthy, some to entertain you.
Home, sweet home, with shows that can't be beat.
The Huckster, Buster, Hogan, Hunter, and the Heat.
Oh, Hunter.
Sweet home, you're in a different world.
With Alvin, Matlock, Kelly Law, and all
my God.
those golden girls.
Matlock. Oh, I love Matlock so much. And Murder, She Wrote. We used to watch Matlock and Murder, She Wrote in college all the time when it was in syndication. Oh my God. Loved me some Matlock. Absolutely love it. There was another one back here that oh yeah, you guys are saying that Alf doesn't hold up, and it doesn't. It's sad, you know. But some of those shows just won't hold up. And when you know all the behind the scenes about Alf, it like makes it even worse. But doesn't mean I still don't, you know, love it in some weird way.
Home sweet home, you got the best for company. The fun is never ending when you're home to NBC. NBC, miles above the rest. NBC,
Empty nest.
come on to the best. NBC, join the family. Come on to the best. Only on NBC. NBC, miles above the rest. NBC, come on to the best. NBC, where you wanna be. Come on to the best. Only on NBC. Come on to the best. Only on NBC. Only on NBC.
That was amazing. That made me happy. Yeah, Disney was on NBC in the late 80s. They got the Disney movie for like a year or two. That's where we got the Parent Trap 3. So that's exciting. I did want to remind you guys, in case you did not know.
Hey, welcome to our episode.
I was on a podcast this past week. So I want you guys to all do me a favor. And I want you to subscribe to their channel. This is the Retro Nostalgia Podcast. They are really great. They talk about, stuff from the 80s and 90s, but basically they're introducing each other to stuff that they both loved. Like that one didn't watch, but one did. And so they're like talking about it and showing it and watching it again now. Oh, you did? Awesome, guys. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Yeah, if you can give them a subscribe. I have subscribed. Oh, this is for the link or for the, yeah, I'm subscribed. So let me give you a link. Go give the Retro Nostalgia Podcast a subscription and give them a watch. They talk about old movies and TV shows that you might have forgotten. And they're introducing it and rewatching it, now and looking at it with adult eyeballs. It's amazing how much different some things hit compared to like when you watch it as a kid compared to when you watch it with an adult. We were talking about, I was on their podcast because we were talking about My So-Called Life. And, it was really interesting because when I watched My So-Called Life in high school, I watched it through Angela's eyes. But rewatching it to get ready for this podcast, I watched a couple of episodes and I couldn't help but watch it through the parents' eyes. And it's a whole different show when you watch it through Graham and Patty's perspective than from Angela's perspective. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate you watching that. Appreciate you giving them a sub. You are so very kind. Give them some support. I'd like to get them up to 1,000 subscribers. So help them try to get monetized on YouTube. And they have some great discussions. It's a discussion podcast, so it's not like they don't make videos like I do or anything like that, but they do their own thing. They have a different TV show or movie that they watch every week and talk about. So definitely give them a sub and some views. Give them some views. Give them some watch time. The way you get monetized on YouTube is you have to have 1,000 subscribers. And you have to have 4,000 hours of watch time from the last 365 days. So let's help them get there, reach their goal. Definitely do it. We're going to, My So-Called Life will be on 90s Night on the Discord next year. It's only one season, 17 episodes. So we'll get through it or 19 episodes. So we'll get through it really fast. But yeah, it's a great rewatch. Okay. Wanted to make sure I got all that out there before we moved on. Okay. Let's do a couple more promos. Oh, wait, I'm on Google, not YouTube. Hold on. Let's see. We did NBC for 87, 88, and 89. Let's see if we get anything from ABC. Just a second. Something's happening on ABC. Let's see. Let's see if anything's happening on ABC. Something's happening on ABC. Let's do. They got one from 87, 88, and 89. We'll watch all three of those, and then we'll wrap this up and get over to Discord so we can start partying and listening to some music. Here we go. Disney ABC merger was in the mid 90s. I'd say 94, 95, 93, somewhere in there.
No doubt about it. There's something going on.
Are they going to show their TV shows or just people are all the fans?
It's like a seed has sprouted, like spring has come and sprung. Yeah, got a clear shot to handle. It has been so long since I felt like I belong, but now at last I know that moment has come. Something's happening. Something good is going on.
Oh my goodness, you got Max Headroom. This is a really weird promo for their network lineup, and they haven't even shown anything from their network lineup. It's just a bunch of people. 95. Boom. I have a good memory sometimes. Yeah, it's not much of a promo. Not a lot is happening on ABC. This has nothing to do with their TV shows, it looks like. We'll watch a little bit more of that, then we'll go to the 88 one. Oh, there we go.
Thank God for Monday Night Football. Something's happening on
Keyboard, why are you ruining my crowbar?
Smile, man. You're on ABC.
There's two things I can't stand. One of them's NBC and the other one's CBS.
Shots fired. We'll do a daytime promo before we go.
Hey out there, Dad. I love you.
I will say what I do like about this is just seeing normal people and like life in the late 80s. What, see what everybody looked like, see what the country looked like. Just getting a total vibe for the era. This really stinks. I have no idea what's on ABC. Good point. All right, we'll go to the 88 version. Like we just get like little clips really quick of the, well, here's a kids promo. Little Gen Xers.
Hey out there, Dad. I love you.
It's supposed to have the kid stars at ABC. But again, yeah, how are you supposed to know what's on if you don't show the shows? This is frustrating. Let's do 1988. Can we see your shows? Head of the class. Probably dancing in the streets will get me in trouble, so we'll turn that down. We got head of the class, 30-something. Yeah, I think, and Who's the Boss and Growing Pains, there's some good shows on here, but man, they didn't know how to market their network. This is better. Yeah, at least it has stars in it. Got Who's the Boss? Ooh, Moonlighting. We got some Moonlighting. Sorry we can't hear the music. Even though it's a terrible, terrible cover, it's still a real song. Oh, we got some Full House in there. This was the year before they started TGIF. Yeah, probably why NBC was kicking their ass. And CBS was also doing really well. But I think it's safe. Wonder Years, Full House, Head of the Class, Moonlighting, Just a Ten of Us, Growing Pains, Who's the Boss. So yeah, they had some good shows, but they were still in third place. Roseanne started in '88. That's right. Still, their promos are not that great. Just the 10 of Us is an 80s, 90s show. It started in 89 and ended in 91, I think. So it is an Electric Youth era show. All right. Did I get in trouble again? Did they take me down again? Yeah, CBS was the old people network and NBC was the cool kids network. I just want to make sure I didn't get taken down again. Yep, Heather Langenkamp. We watched Just the 10 of Us last week. Let's see. Let's do an ABC daytime promo. We'll do 1992. Here's ABC 1992. It must be ABC. Let's try this one.
You're gonna sweat and you're gonna hurt, but you're gonna thank me because I'm gonna make you dancers now. 5, 6, 7, 8. It must be ABC.
Doogie.
The one and only. Everybody's saying it must be ABC. Come on, turn on to see what's hot is hot. Everybody wants a piece of what we've got.
Dinosaurs. Coach, yes.
Everybody's saying it must be ABC. Must be ABC. We're the one and only. Everybody's saying it must be.
So they had TGIF at this point. So look at the difference between what they did in 87 and 88 compared to what they did in 1992. Just look at the difference. They had the stars featured this time, which is a big deal, but just the graphics, the quick cuts, how they edit, how they shoot things, it just shows you the transformation in those 3 or 4 years in TV. Agreed. Love Craig T. Nelson.
How's a home improving? ABC is in command. If it's getting with a full house and the funniest videos.
America's Funniest Home Videos.
ABC and everybody knows must be ABC. We're the one and only. Everybody's saying it must be ABC. Must be ABC. The one and only. ABC. It must be ABC.
I don't remember this at all, and I feel like I should. I remember all the shows, but I don't remember that promo.
Don't touch that dial.
There you go. That was kind of fun. So, next week on Friday night, I want to continue with the TV thing because there's a few things that we haven't hit at all, and then we'll be done with TV. We haven't done daytime soaps, and we haven't done cartoons, and we really haven't done talk shows and game shows. So we're going to get away from the network primetime stuff and do more of the game shows, cartoons, soap operas, that kind of stuff for next week during this era. Because there's a lot to talk about. Oh, and we can do some miniseries as well. Yeah, because the death of the miniseries was in the late 80s. So, yeah, we can do some General Hospital and Days of Our Lives and Another World and One Life to Live. Lots to talk about. So, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. We're 3 hours in if you started at the members only hour. Give me like 5-10 minutes at 9 o'clock my time, at 9 p.m. Central. I am going over to the Discord, and we are going to have our after party over there. I got lots of super chats to get through, a lot of good music, and we're just going to continue the party over there, or we don't get in trouble. So thank you all so much for watching. Thanks for the super chats. Stick with me. For those of you, I probably should give you a Discord link really fast. Oh yeah, all my children, One Life to Live. Let me give you a Discord link really quick. If it pops up. There it is. Invite to server. Copy. And paste. There you go. All right, guys. I will see you in about 8 minutes over on the Discord. Have a great night if you're not coming over. Otherwise, I'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, bye.